All right, empty side ball screens, I want to switch, okay? So right here, I'm switching because, again, this is an empty side ball screen. The only part of the strong side of the floor is just the ball handler and the screener. So this is really easy to hedge. So I'm up here pushing this guard out, okay? This player's coming here and backside help. This player can occupy these two Jazz players 2 passes away, and I'm good. I'm keeping the guard out of the lane. But nah, you're going to run drop coverage and give Mike Conley the lane. Nice. Very simple. Here's a down screen right here. What is Jared Allen doing? Your man is clearly setting a down screen, okay? So get attached to your man and show. So this player can't curl. He has to go out. But instead, you don't show, so now this player is able to curl. That chase can't happen at all, and it's a layup. Okay, you can't lean towards... Okay, so this player is going to fake like he's going to set a cross screen, okay? If this cross screen gets set, you don't have to worry. You don't have to start leaning towards the cross screen. If this player comes through the cross screen, we're just going to jam him when he comes through right here, okay? And so that you can get on the other side, all right? But look at this player here. Look at him. He's leaning towards this cross screen, trying to feel it out. So this player's just going to refuse it, okay, and get right into an open catch and shoot 3. Bad transition defense. So Donovan Mitchell's going to blow by his man and get to the lane. But stop. The dribble's picked up here, and Lauri Markkanen's coming over to double team. We cannot have 3 people guarding the ball. Lauri Markkanen coming over here is just fine. If you're Jared Allen, the dribble's picked up, you've got someone helping at the rim. Okay? So now you got to go find a body, right? I mean, this player's got to go here, and you got to come up here, so if a rotation pass gets made, boom, I'm right out here. But you know, you're going to look at this. We end up having a triple team on the ball. That means that just guarantees you the 3-point line is going to be wide open. You want to show your hands when you're sending this player into a gap defender. Okay, stop. So Lauri Markkanen right here, look at this. Stop. See how he's not you can see it right now. See how he's not I should see both hands. Okay? Because right now we're sending him into a gap defender. This player can be more over, right? We can get it as the block. Okay, but you want to show your hands because that doesn't allow Donovan Mitchell to bring his dribble back at all. You're just guiding him right into the second defender. This player should be more in. Remember, if you don't have to move, you just stunt without moving and recover, you'll get to the 3-point line and be fine. Okay, but Lauri Markkanen isn't showing his hands, so now he's letting this player. Look at that. When you don't show your hands, now you're not guiding him into this gap help, right? So now when you're not showing your hands, so now Donovan Mitchell can turn away from it, and it's a floater. All right, Lauri Markkanen's going to sag here for I don't know what reason why. Look, again, right here. All you've got to do right now, let's back it up. Donovan Mitchell catches the ball. All you got to do is get up, guide this player right here. There's no place to go. I have a gap defender right here. But instead, Lauri Markkanen is going to end up sagging, and so you give up a wide open 3. Defending off of an offensive rebound is just like transition. Stop. Okay, so Utah's got this ball, all right? So if I'm Jared Allen, I can't jog, okay? I got to go to a body. Now, if Lauri Markkanen wants to take this player here, then I got to sprint here. So Lauri Markkanen's got to communicate. I've got ball. So Jared Allen knows I need to sprint over here. But look what Jared Allen's going to do. He's just going to jog to nowhere, and it leads to an open 3. Again, you switch this ball screen, which is totally fine, but stop. Why are you sending Donovan Mitchell this way? Turn your body. Send him this way. This player can get up the line, okay? And I'm just gliding Donovan Mitchell right here, where this player here can just stunt without moving, and it's an easy recovery, okay? But again, you let Donovan Mitchell beat you away from gap help, so now that means we have to send help at the rim right here with Lauri Markkanen, and then that means we got to help the helper because it's Rudy Gobert, so now this player in the corner is wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3. You can't run drop coverage with Donovan Mitchell. I mean, are you kidding me? So let's take a look at this is a ball screen I would hedge because it's very close to the sideline. See, right now I'm up right here, okay? So when this player is going to pop, so this is a pick and pop. So again, because this is so close to the sideline right here, the second this ball handler picks up his dribble, hesitates, or brings his dribble back, I can recover back over and bump the backside defender back. Okay? But right here, okay, we're hedging. This player is sliding up and backside help. Okay? If a skip pass is made this way, okay, this player just simply slides over here. This player is going to slide back here. This player rotates here, and this player immediately is coming back there. Okay? That's how you hedge a pick and pop. And again, you're probably going to be able to recover pretty quickly, okay, to bump that player back, because once he picks up his dribble, the hedge is over. But, again, you're running drop coverage, and it's just give me a break. All right, if you're hedging a ball screen, you have to wait. Listen to this. Look, stay connected to your man. If he sets the screen, then you come out and hedge. Look what happens when you start hedging early. This player is going to be able to reverse the angle of the screen. You're going to be hedging this way, and now this player is just going to be able to blow right by you. See, look at this. Look how Kevin Love is already hedging. The player flips the angle of the screen, so now this player is just able to get right to the rim for a dunk. So the Cavs have an interesting ball screen defensive strategy here. It's let's not cover the ball screen at all. So it just leads to a wide open layup, of course. Okay? So right here, this is an easy ball screen to switch. Okay? Get underneath. Kevin Love guards Donovan Mitchell. Now this player, Joe Ingles, ends up popping. So I have the opportunity to send Donovan Mitchell this way, or obviously I can just send him right here into a gap defender. Again, this player can get up the line too. Okay? It's just stunt, recover. But instead, the Cavs don't guard the ball screen literally at all, so it's obviously going to be a layup. All right, this is pretty elementary here. You got to use your butt when you box out. Look at this right here. Look at Evan Mobley, okay? Use your butt. Right now, this play, you can just get your butt into this player right here, okay? Then the only person getting the rebound is you, okay? But you got to use your butt. Get into his jersey with your butt. Knock him out of there, okay? And you're the only one that's getting the rebound. Or Kevin Love, or this player, okay? But you don't use your butt to box him out, so now look. Now he's able to get the offensive rebound and easy two. Same thing. This is unbelievable. So the Cavs just don't know how to guard a down screen. Stop. You're literally staring at your man setting a down screen. Get attached and show. So this player can't curl. He has to go out, and this chase has a chance. But look, you don't show, so now he's able to curl. And now it's right into the lane for a layup. This is bad transition defense. We only need one person going to the ball here. Okay, first of all, once Joe Ingles makes this pass right now, Ricky Rubio should be working to get underneath Rudy Gobert right now, sprinting, so that he can maybe jam him, battle for real estate, keep him out of the charge circle. But the big problem here is we need one person going to the ball. This player should be going to the ball. These two Cavs players should be going to the rim. Okay? Because look what happens right now. Why do we have two people going to the ball? Now, if this player, instead of going towards the ball, it's like Evan Mobley and sprints down here, look what ends up happening. Okay? Now Evan Mobley can go in and get in front of Rudy Gobert, and this player can box out here, and we can come up with an offensive rebound. Okay? Even still, like if this player went down here and just boxed this player out, watch this. This Rudy Gobert is going to miss this shot, and he should be right there underneath boxing out. But you went to the shoot. We had sent a second player to the shooter for no reason when those two players should have been both going in to box out, and now that leads to an easy Utah Jazz second offensive rebound and putback. All right, you're in stupid drop coverage, so look at Joe Ingles. It's just going to be right to the rim for two. That is pathetic. All right, let's take a look. We can switch this ball screen, okay? So right now I'm up and I'm ready to guard, and I'm sending him this way. This player here is very important. This is not where he's supposed to be. He should be way up the line here, okay? And he can be parallel to the block with his right foot, okay? Left foot, wide stance, okay? Everything. This player here needs to immediately get underneath, jam Gobert for real estate, jam Gobert for real estate. This player is taking Ingles and just sliding with him and gliding him into this gap defender who should be right here, okay? And now we're good. But instead, you run this drop coverage where you're just giving that up. Okay, the idiocy of drop coverage, you're giving up a 2-on-1, so now that forces help, and now the three-point line's wide open. Okay, so this is a ball screen I would hedge because it's so close to the sideline. Remember, right now, I'm hedging this ball screen. What's this player going to do? As soon as he picks up his dribble, hesitates, or brings his dribble back, I can recover back on and bump. The backside defender would be here and bump this backside defender back. But in the meantime, I'm just hedging, pushing him to the sideline, backside defender right here. This player needs to slide over a little bit, okay? And then we're good, okay? Because the sideline's right there. But instead, you don't hedge, you run drop coverage, and it's a disaster as always. Can't switch a ball screen until it gets set. Look at this, okay? Kevin Love, guard straight up, okay? Just one-on-one. If you get screened, our ball screen defense will take care of it. But Kevin Love is going to start sagging here. Look at this. Look how he's sagging. He's sagging. This ball screen doesn't even get set. This player slips it. So there's no reason to be switching, okay? So stay up. You should be up guarding one-on-one. Again, if this player comes and screens you, then you react to whatever ball screen defense it is that you're running. But Kevin Love is going to sag early, so now this player has a wide open three. You cannot start leaning towards the screen early. Look at how Cedi Osman is going to start leaning towards the screen, okay? The screen hasn't been set yet, okay? Look at this. So now Donovan Mitchell's just going to be able to refuse the screen, and now what does that do? That forces Jared Allen to have to step up and defend the three-point line, so there's nobody to box out Jared Allen's man, and so it just leads to an easy Rudy Gay offensive rebound and a two-shot foul. There's Lauri Markkanen getting beat. Stop. Look at this right here. Don't sag, okay? Get up. And right here, this player should drop a little bit too. I'm just up and I'm sending him this way. I got gap defenders everywhere. Boom, boom. But Lauri Markkanen's going to sag, not force his player into gap help, and just a blow by right to the rim for a layup. All right, this is really elementary. The Cavs just don't know how to guard a cross screen. That's clear because it's the second time this has happened. Stop. So right here, you got a cross screen coming. This player has got to jam this player coming through. Knock him off his spot so Jared Allen has time to get on the other side. When you don't jam Rudy Gobert as he comes through, look, that happens. Now he draws a double team and a wide open catch and shoot three. Again, you're in drop coverage. This is unbelievable. The same thing happens. You're in drop coverage that forces a double team, and it's a catch and shoot three in the corner. Okay? So again, this is another easy ball screen to switch. Okay? Look at this. If I'm underneath here, I'm jamming for real estate outside the three-point line. Battling for real estate now. Now Jared Allen can come up, switch this screen, okay? And I got a gap. This player can even get up the line, but I can just send him right into this gap defender right here. Stunt, recover. But nope, we're going to be in drop coverage, so we're going to give Mike Conley the lane, and disaster strikes as usual. Double transition defense, you got to communicate. This is all communication. Okay, stop. Right here. It's Jared, like right now, okay? Who's got Rudy Gobert? Okay, does Lauri Markkanen have Rudy Gobert? Then you got to step up right now and tell Jared Allen to take the man in the corner. Okay, is Jared Allen sprinting back to take Rudy Gobert? I'm sorry, this is Kevin Love. Then Kevin Love has to take the man in the corner. Okay, but when you don't communicate, look what happens. Two people take Gobert, nobody takes this player. This is what happens when you don't communicate in transition. Okay, again, right here, if you're Darius Garland right here comes a turnover. Okay, you've got to take off when Bogdanovich does. Stop right now. Okay, hold on right now. Okay, so Bogdanovich takes off. You got to take off right when he takes off. Sprint, sprint, sprint. First of all, the Jazz have the ball right now, so you should be already sprinting back. But even if this was still a question of whether the Cavs could get this ball back, still sprint back, because that means Bogdanovich is cherry picking, and you can just get right back in the play, and our half-court offense will set it up, okay? And you can be a part of it, whatever. But you need to sprint now. And you can see what happens. Darius Garland stands around, and now it just took a second or two, and Bogdanovich gets that extra step, and it's a layup. All right, so this is just simply losing track. You got to be seeing the ball and your man at all times. You can't take your eye off either for a second, no matter where you are on the court. Okay? Like, I don't know, what is Cedi Osman doing here? If you're saying maybe I have to help the helper, that would probably come from that would come from here or here. Okay? So Osman is just ball watching. Again, see ball, see man at all times. Pointers, that's why we want pointers out. So now you're not taking your eye off either for more than a second. But look, let's watch Osman ball watch, okay? Look at him watching the ball. Now he's going to lose sight of his man, and there you go. It's a three-shot foul. Here we go. You're cheating the screen. Watch Darius Garland here. Look at how he's cheating the screen, this ball screen this way. Just get screened. Don't worry about it. First of all, the screen's going to be set so high you can easily go under it, all right? But again, you start leaning towards the screen, so now Mike Conley's just going to refuse it. That draws help, and now an open catch and shoot three. You cannot switch in transition, okay? You get cross-matched all the time in transition. Right now, everybody's doing fine, okay? Right here and right here. If you're Darius Garland, that you can't tell Lauri Markkanen, quit guarding the ball, I'll take the ball. That cannot happen in transition. If you're Darius Garland, you got to be sprinting back, and your guy's Rudy Gobert. Of course, that's a cross match, but that's what happens in transition all the time. Instead, look what Darius Garland's going to try and do. He's going to try and switch Lauri Markkanen out of it, and now Rudy Gobert's wide open for two. Oh my God, you cannot run drop coverage with Donovan Mitchell as the ball handler. I mean, that's just too easy. Okay, so right here, again, I can switch this screen. All right, right now I'm going to get underneath immediately. I'm jamming for real estate out past the three-point line. Jamming for real estate now. Then Jared Allen's up here, switching off this player, and you're just guiding him into this gap defender. This player can even get up the line a little bit. Stunt, easy recovery. Okay? But you're running drop coverage with Donovan Mitchell. How easy can that be for an all-star? Look at it again. You're in drop coverage right here. Okay? So look at all of the problems this causes. It's a 2-on-1, so that forces everybody to have to help at the rim. Now the defense is scrambling. Okay? And now, look at the defense is never able to get settled, and it's going to lead to eventually a wide-open catch-and-shoot three. That's all because of drop coverage and the drop coverage needing to cause help at the rim. Okay? So how would I defend this screen? This is a screen that I would hedge. Okay? Right now, I'm up. All right? Remember, the second this ball handler picks up his dribble, hesitates or brings his dribble back, I can recover back down. Okay? But in the meantime, I'm hedging. This backside defender's right here. This player's guarding these two Jazz players 2 passes away, and we're good. Okay? But instead, you run drop coverage, so you're giving Mike Conley the lane, which is you're giving up a 2-on-1 essentially. And now, look at the defense can never get settled, and it eventually, after a while, leads to a wide open three for Utah. You cannot run drop coverage on Donovan Mitchell. Look at this. Now you're going to foul him as he's shooting a three because you're coming over the top. Again, this is a ball screen that I'm hedging because this is so close to the sideline. So I'm pushing Donovan Mitchell out to the sideline with a hard hedge. Remember, the second he picks up his dribble, hesitates, or brings his dribble back, I can recover back on. But look at this. So I'm hedging this ball screen up. All right, the backside defender's right here. Okay, should be very quickly able to hedge, then recover, and push this backside defender back onto his man. But instead, I'm in drop coverage, so I'm giving Donovan Mitchell a wide open three, and you end up fouling him. Okay, so the Jazz are going to run this play because you're in drop coverage. This is what the problem with drop coverage. Look what happens here. So they're going to set a ball screen, but then Rudy Gobert isn't going to roll. He is going to roll, but he's going to roll right into a down screen right here on the big dropping. So now that's just going to allow this player to just rip and go, and it's a layup. Okay, so again, now if Bogdanovic certainly wouldn't just be standing in the middle of the floor like this if you were switching the screen. He'd be on one wing or another. Okay, so that's why. Well, Jared Allen's the one guarding Rudy Gobert. So right here, I'm switching underneath, jam for real estate. Okay, now, okay, so Bogdanovic is going to would be on one wing or the other. Okay, but let's just say he's in the middle of the floor. I'm switching this screen. This is not how you guard away from the ball. You need to open up with your back to the baseline, and we need you with your right foot on the block right here. Okay, left foot wide stance. Okay, and now all we're doing is Jared Allen is up, and we're just guiding this player this way, right into a second defender. Now I don't have to move. I can stunt. I can recover. Okay. But again, odds are that I'd be able to, that Bogdanovic is not going to be just standing here ready to come off a down screen, which he wouldn't be able to do because we wouldn't be in drop coverage. So he'd probably be on a wing somewhere, and that's where I could send him to. But I'm just talking for the sake of not knowing where Bogdanovic would be if you weren't running drop coverage. So this would be where my gap defender would be right here. Okay? But, you're in drop coverage, and now you have no chance off this down screen, and it leads to a rip-and-go drive and a layup. Right, so another problem with drop coverage is Jared Allen has to drop to the ball. So Rudy Gobert is now going to be able to roam just wherever he wants to. And look, so that creates for an easy offensive rebound right here. Okay? So, again, I am hedging this screen because this is so close to the sideline. Just get up and hedge. This player's going to have to pick up his dribble within seconds. Okay? In the meantime, though, I have backside help right here. This player's occupying both Jazz players 2 passes away. Again, as soon as this player picks up his dribble because it's toward the sideline, I can recover and bump this backside defender back. But instead, you're in drop coverage, so now Rudy Gobert gets to go wherever he wants to on the floor, and it leads to an easy offensive rebound. Stop running drop coverage. Look at this. You're just giving this player a wide open three. Okay? So again, this is an easy ball screen to switch. Okay? We're up. We're switching this ball screen. Okay? Now, again, this player is going to get low, battle for real estate, battle for real estate, battle for real estate. Jared Allen's up, and you're just guiding him. This player needs to drop, certainly. Okay? Over here, drop back to the baseline. But Jared Allen's just going to come up, and you're just sending him right into this gap defender right here. Stunt, easy recovery all the way out there. Okay? But you're in drop coverage, so hello, wide open three. Defending off an offensive rebound is very similar to transition defense. You've got to communicate. So Utah has the ball right now. Okay? Right now, you just got to get to the nearest body. So that means Kevin Love's got to announce, I got this man. Okay? This player says, I got ball. This player says, I got here. I got here. You're just getting to the nearest body. It's like transition defense. Okay? But Kevin Love is just going to stand in a random spot on the floor. Everyone's just standing in a random... Kevin Love's just standing in a random spot on the floor. So's Evan Mobley, and it's just going to lead to a wide open corner three. There you go. You cannot lean towards the screen. Guard this man one-on-one. Okay? If you get screened, fine. Our ball screen defense will execute it. But look what happens here. You lean towards the screen, easy ball screen refusal, and it just allows for an easy layup. All right, so this is a horrible hedge, okay? Horrible. 1, you cannot let this player turn the corner. 2, I need backside help. So you're 0 for 2 here. Look at this. There's no backside help. So now this player's got to kind of awkwardly stand in between, because if this pass gets made, he's going to have to go help at the rim, which means he's going to end up giving up a wide or an open catch-and-shoot 3 in the corner. So again, this is another easy ball screen to just switch. Stop, okay? You're underneath, okay, jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate, okay? Kevin Love's coming up and just guarding this player one-on-one. And look, we have gap help right here. This player can get nice and neat up the line. And Kevin Love is just guiding his man, showing with his hands this way, okay? There's no place to go. Stunt, dribble picked up, easy recovery back out. But you're doing this hedge, which is horrendous, and now you give up an open 3 in the corner. All right, so you're going to run drop coverage on a pick and pop. I mean, you know that every time that's just giving up practice threes. There's no way that big's going to drop and recover. Okay? This is another ball screen. I'm switching. This is not an empty side ball screen, so I'm switching. This player's up. This player's underneath. Okay? Well, actually, this player's popping, so you're just going with the man popping. And then again, this is the only part of the floor this player is going to be able to use. So this player becomes very important, obviously. Okay? We want his left foot, okay, parallel to or on the block, somewhere around here. Okay? Right foot, wide stance, of course. And now this player is just switching and guiding this player into the second defender. Now I can stunt without having to move inward, and I can easily get back out to the corner. Okay, but instead, you're running drop coverage, so it's just who wants a wide open 3. So the Cavs do nothing about this ball screen right here, okay? There's your ball screen, so you're just giving up a wide open 3, of course, because you don't defend it at all. Again, I would hedge this screen because it's so close to the sideline. I'm hedging this screen, okay? Look at how close this player is to the sideline when I hard hedge, okay? Now, again, as soon as this player picks up his dribble, hesitates to bring his dribble back, this player's going to be able to recover, and that's going to be happening quickly, okay? But in the meantime, I need backside help right here. This player slides down and guard both Jazz player. This is this way. But this player is going to be able to hard hedge and then easily recover and send this backside defender back. But instead, you do nothing about this ball screen, so it's an open 3. Okay, there's no point in sagging. None. Stop, okay? This defender's got to do a better job. He can get up the line, okay? Because all Lauri Markkanen's got to do is get up and bring this defender this way, okay? We want you to have a foot on the elbow or parallel to the elbow. You can get up the line a little bit, okay? And then, again, I'm up here. I don't have to move. So Lauri Markkanen is just guiding, showing his hands, guiding him right into this defender here. And then it's just stunt without moving inward, and it's an easy recovery. But instead, Lauri Markkanen is going to sag, so you give up an open 3. Stop running drop coverage, especially with Donovan Mitchell as the ball handler. Look at how easy you're making this for an all-star. Please, forget about it. All right? So again, right here, simple ball screen to switch. This player's underneath, jamming for real estate now, out beyond the three-point line. This player's up when Donovan Mitchell comes off the screen, and we're just sending him right here into a gap defender. There's no place to go. All right? Game over. But instead, you want to give Donovan Mitchell the lane, and he's going to snake dribble, and you're going to give him a wide open jumper. Okay, so the Cavs do nothing about this ball screen here. Nothing. I mean, they're not even in drop coverage. So, yeah, Donovan Mitchell's just going to blow right by and get to the rim, and it's going to be an easy two-shot foul for the Jazz. So, okay. So, first of all, you got to defend. This is not much of a screen, but it is a screen. And this ball screen is set so high, okay? All I'm doing is getting up, jamming the screener, and going under. And I'm meeting Donovan Mitchell on the other side, okay? I mean, if you want to switch this screen, you can too. This player's here, this player's here. And now we're just sending Donovan Mitchell right to the middle of the floor where there's no place to go. Okay, I got two gap defenders that way. Okay? But instead, you do nothing to guard the ball screen. So, yeah, it's going to end up being very easy for Donovan Mitchell to get to the line. Bad transition defense. It's right here. This player right here. Watch him. You got to sprint the whole way back. Sprint, okay? And you should be sprinting, sprint, okay? Look what's going to happen, though. See how he slows down there? Okay? No, you keep sprinting, okay? Because if you're sprinting, instead of slowing, let's just play it a little bit. See how you're not sprinting. So if you, instead of for this portion of you were jogging, you were sprinting, now you're ahead of the ball. Okay, and what does that mean? I'm ahead of the ball. So Lauri Markkanen now can just get up and send this player right where you are, and there's no place to go. But instead, you're behind the ball because you slowed down for no reason, and now Lauri Markkanen has to backpedal, and Donovan Mitchell's just going to get right to the rim for two. Again, where are you getting beat? You want to get right now. If I'm guarding Donovan Mitchell, an all-star, I'm getting up and forcing him to the middle of the floor where there's no place to go. I got two gap defenders here. Okay, I'm just up and I'm gliding with them, showing my hands and forcing them right into where all this gap help is right here. Okay, but instead you're going to fall for his crossover, get beat away from where there can be any gap help, and it's an easy two. Okay, so the Cavs are going to botch this ball screen. All right, first of all, this is an easy screen to switch because this is just guard to guard right here. Okay, so if you don't want to switch it though, all right, I mean, you got to first of all make sure this ball screen gets set, okay? If you're calling out switch early, that's fine, but then this player's got to immediately switch. It can't be, oh, I'm waiting for the screen to happen. No, once you hear a switch, you know this player's switching. So now I got to go this way. But look what happens. We got two people going to the ball, nobody taking Mike Conley, okay? And that throws everything out of whack. Now the defense is scrambling. Conley's in the lane, draws help. You got to help the helper. So Conley's then wide open for a catch-and-shoot three. There's again the problem with drop coverage that Jared Allen has to drop to the ball. So now Rudy Gobert can get to wherever he wants to on the floor. So look what happens. Now, look at this. Rudy Gobert's in the charge circle. So this is just such an easy offensive rebound for him. And it's just catch and dunk. Okay? So right now, again, this is an easy. I want to switch this screen. Okay, look at right now. I'm underneath. I'm switching. I am battling for real estate with Gobert now at the three-point line. Now. Okay? So I'm staying up. I'm keeping Gobert up the line right here. Okay? Secondly, Jared Allen is here, and he's just driving this ball handler right here. No place to go. This player should get his back totally to the baseline, and then it just stunt and easily recover. Okay, but you're in drop coverage, so now Gobert gets to go wherever he wants to on the floor, and now it's just an easy offensive rebound and a dunk.